Too much danger, you do have that blink away on the anti-mage.
I'm loving the drafts. I think both teams did really well in setting themselves up for success. I feel like BetBoom might have a little bit of an easier time because you can deal with the AM split push with an H's Prophet.
Okay, well, before we get into it, guys, we're going to take a quick word from our sponsors over at EGB.
Why, thank you.
Prepare for battle.
So, Harry, between the two drafts, which one are you favoring here? Because you're saying your both drafts are looking quite comfortable, but do you have a favorite?
Slightly BetBoom, right? Because they have a lot of push and they have a lot of split push, and as I mentioned, Tidehunter is unkillable. I think that's the main thing, and that is the thing that is gonna be keeping HYDRA in a problem. Even if you get him into a static storm, right? The Batrider doesn't do anything to him, the Dragonite doesn't do anything to him, and it's only the two supports that have to deal with him, right? That gives a big window to this Tidehunter once he gets like a hood or a mech or something where he's gonna be pretty much unkillable, unless of course they bring in more heroes, and you can't against the Nature's Prophet team, and that Prophet are gonna be in a lot of trouble. And also, I mean, looking at the odds, we can see that BetBoom are favored, and for a good reason. I mean, they are coming in as the favorites into this series.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting match coming through to this. So, speaking about the Nightfall Tidehunter, I was going to call him the Night Hunter then. So, but is there any build particular? You know, you were talking about the Herds of the Pipe, but are you still expecting like the effect in these fights? If Toronto Tokyo's got the presence of mind to get those saves off, it's going to be a really hard game for the Batrider. But in this laning stage here, how much damage? Oh, bottom lane, we'll come back to this, because it looks like they might be doing a lot of damage to Save, but Happy's going to get really down low, and Save picks up the first blood. Kami, as we try and go aggressive here onto Save, because Save not a whole lot of mana left here, but Kami being 2v1'd, so he has to be really careful underneath the tier 1 tower, and Nightfall going to be out of mana, so no, again, no Anchor Smash is coming in, no Gush is coming in, and Kami will be able to back himself away.
Yeah, and they had that hit, right? And you like wait for a second or two to see what's going on. Maybe I don't want to use my BKB, maybe I do, and then you make a mistake. And that is the inconsistency that I'm talking about with Warwick. Sometimes he just plays amazingly well, but sometimes he just wants to do a bit more than is needed of him, and then mistakes like this happen that are immediately going to be punished by Roche.
Yeah, and you can't underestimate the attack speed. You know, the Hand of Might is coming out for the Prophets, that plus 40 attack speed. It's a lot harder to get away from pure heroes. He just leaves the Aegis.
Dire's bottom tower won't
is this just a flex?
No one needs it. Like, why would you ever take an Aegis? So they can't kill any of us. Just come here and take it, and if you do, well, it doesn't matter. You're still gonna lose. No, I just think they forgot. That's it.
Pure's coming back for it now. He's like, guys, I think we forgot. They want to play around this advantage. Kami, though, in the mid lane is going to reveal that smoke coming through here. He just starts to right-click those creeps. And let's see what they're going to do, because there is going to be that 4-man smoke rotation in. I think they see Toronto Tokyo now as well, but it's going to be the Hurricane Pike pushing back down into Warwick. Warwick comes in with the BKB. They've got the lockdown onto Save. Save, can he get himself away from this one? The Multimate Case is raining in now. They've got the last one to the Nature's Prophet. Go down, and Kami, he comes in. They get the kill onto, well, the buyback comes out now as well from the edge. But they get the kill on Toronto Tokyo. GPK trying to get himself away from this one. The BKB is going to wear off, so the Dragon Tail will be there. Tendrils of the Deep going to be thrown up from the Tidehunter. Kami, though, silenced up. Can he do the damage once again onto Edge? Edge with his buyback. It's a lot of damage, and now the Death Prophet is going to be in a whole load of trouble. He's going to go down, and Kami with the blink away. A great fight coming up from the side of HYDRA once again. This Batrider on so low health. Leffington with the Scatter Blast onto the Tide. Tendrils come through, but can he take any more from this? It looks like the Anti-Mage wants to get himself away, but Leffington, where's that cookie now as well? Can he get himself out? 3 heroes stacking up around this, and Leffington's going to go for the TP. No, the snowball onto the high ground. Leffington will go down, but they've bought out, what, 2 heroes there? They lost 2 more, and that was a great fight for HYDRA, only losing the 2 supports.
Yep, for sure. I mean, he did buy back, but it doesn't really matter. HYDRA, they're now kind of saying, BetBoom, come for a fight. Come here, use your Ravage while you don't have your cores so that our anti-mage is going to be completely free. And BetBoom, with the invest they used on the buybacks, they might want to risk even some of their support lives here again to be able to take this away from their enemies, because this is an absolute disaster for BetBoom if the Roche does go towards HYDRA.
Yep, one of the illusions from the anti-mage going to be sealed up, but did he get the kill to Warwick now as well? Warwick's going to be coming in with that BKB. I think we went to the last show, but the Warwick punch did come through. And it looks like, do they actually want to fight Pure as well? Yeah, Pure to get the Abyssal Blade off the Mana Void. They take down Pure. Toronto Tokyo goes down again. And HYDRA now going to start to Nightfall. Nightfall can get himself away from this one. The Ravage is going to come down, but so will this Meteor Hammer. And it looks like Nightfall, is he going to go extinct as Army doing so much damage? GPK's in here with the Exorcism, but they get the kill. And is this going to be the buyback from Pure? Yeah, they want to take advantage of this anti-mage being down here, get themselves into the Roach Pit. No buyback for the AM. He's gold away from it. Warwick, he gets caught by the Gleipnir. They're going to be able to clean up onto this now as well. HYDRA, they're going to be losing 2 of the 3 cores, and the Dragon Knight is looking to get himself away here, Warwick, but does he get himself into the trees? No blink dagger. He's going to be seen. He's going to be killed.
Actually, those weren't high ground misses. That was the blast streak popping off. And looking at this anti-mage, he has 50% evasion between the Trickster's Cloak and the Butterfly. You need an MKB on the Enchantress or on the Nature's Prophet. You're not gonna kill him. It looks to me like he's not gonna die.
Yeah, he will need to be hexed up, though. Let's see how quickly we can try and take him down. Tendrils are used into the Ravage. It's a lot of damage.
Scratch that. The analyst has no idea what he's talking about. When you have a couple of hexes and the Ravage, anybody will be taken down.
I don't think I've seen a faster caster curse than that. Literally, the second you say, yeah, no, he's not gonna die, boom, they do jump on him to get that kill. And well, if he watches the VOD, he's gonna know whose fault that was, as Warwick will go down to save, grouping up with Pure. Great rotation in, and all of a sudden, 2 cores down. This opens up the map for BetBoom once again, and Roche only a minute away, and they might even be able to get the kill onto Cloud now as well. Cloud, he's a big tanky boy, gonna pop that BKB now as well. 4,000 health on the Dragon Knight, so he's gonna be able to get himself away from that one, no problems. Leffington, though, he gets caught out and killed off.
I feel like HYDRA, sometimes they ask Leffington, like, how do you always die somewhere unexpected? Because I'm asking myself the same question. I'm not saying that sometimes those deaths aren't good, but the fact that every single game that I'm watching him, that he's on the other part of the map dying, it's actually starting to be really funny. But this is the thing. The second that the anti-mage dies, the pressure on the map stops, and even without their ultis, BetBoom can apply so much pressure and get the kills. That's it. I mean, the strength of HYDRA is in this anti-mage.
In the mid lane or on that HYDRA now as well, even though he's got 4,000 health, the Dragon Knight will still be dealt with. The heroes grouping up. It was a nice kill there as well. It takes away a decent amount of gold. He's still got the gold if he wants to go towards the Ags, but he doesn't have the gold to buy back and buy the Ags out if he wants to. So BetBoom, this T3 tower, they're going to be able to claim it, maybe even going for a Rax here. And let's see HYDRA if they're going to be able to defend this Rax, or will it go down happy? He's going to break the Lincoln Sphere on Pure, and it looks like they will get the defense on this mid lane Rax here on the side of HYDRA.
Yeah, but immediately you go into the pit, you know that you're in a 4 versus 5 scenario, and you want to go for that one. They're gonna have their ultis in a couple of seconds, so HYDRA's ability to fight when the enemies are in a pit is very limited. If Toronto Tokyo keeps himself away with the ability to jump in with the BKB and save them from the Static Storm, that is where the potential fight win from HYDRA ends.
It's still a ways away, this 4th Roche, so yeah, maybe he does buy it out first, but wanted to save a buyback first, it looks like, here onto the animation. Not going to be buying out this guy just yet, and it's going to be another round of base defense here for the side of HYDRA. The Ravage just come in. You want to go for that refresh now as well. They get a stun onto Cloud as well. Cloud has that BKB if they want to go for it, but they're going to be able to get a kill onto Lexington once again. The lasso drop off from the Pure. Mortimer McKinson's going to start to be dropped. Pure gets that BKB off now. They get a stun onto the anti-mage. Do they have that lockdown with the hexes coming through the silence now as well? The drag back, they get the kill onto AM. He has to buy back if he wants to defend this space, and that's exactly what's going to happen now. Nightfall, can he get himself out? The glimpse once again onto the Prophet. Prophet has that Aegis though, so can they take him down once? Can they even take him down once they do? He popped this Aegis, and Kami comes in. He's got that BKB. Now as Pure comes back alive, the Dragon Tail will be the
nice
save from the Snowball. Can they get the kill onto Pure now as well? Kinetic Kill will still be there now as well. You've got the Dragon Knight damage coming through from that Black Dragon. They take that Pure again. He's going to immediately back into this. AM has to get himself out. The gem is on the deck. Warwick tries to come right back in. You've got Cloud again sitting on 4.5k health. He is really hard to get through here now as well. Nightfall going to be pushed back. They defend this tier 3. Even the Glimpse can be used here onto Nightfall. Whereas that Dragon Tail, they get the stun and Kami. He's going to be back on a decent amount of health. They get the push down, and Nightfall, he should fall. Even with his
right, you can guess. But the thing is, this time around, BetBooms were so close, so they saw it.
And the smoke's going to be coming out. Did they get themselves on top of Cloud? Cloud, he's going to be the one they engage on. But again, 4.6k health. How quickly can they get through this? The Ravage comes out. Big Ravage. The break now as well. The Tendrils, they get the kill onto Cloud. Cloud has that buyback immediately, wants to get himself right back into this. Warwick, he might be taken down now as well. The edge comes through the mana voice. They get the kill onto Save, but Save, he's going to be able to buy back now. So the cookie comes through.
Crushing them.
The kill. They take down Pure. And Nightfall, is he going to be able to get himself away from this one? The Tendrils connect onto the Anti-Mage once again. And that's going to be the Pure buyback. He did buy back in that last fight now as well. So they've got the chase on. Is this going to be the opening that they need here? And Save, he's going to be locked down. The Lotus Orb comes through, but Save the damage. The Hex will be used onto the Anti-Mage, but Save can't get himself away from this one. The Dragon Tail comes out. They've got the Fireball now as well. The Save, the Enchantress is just going to be absolutely cooking in. And he get the kill onto him now with another Mana Void. And Kami, he can push up the mid lane. They can start to maybe look towards getting a set of racks and taking this one away from BetBoom.
That was a perfect Ravage. The first one, he also bought a refresher this time. So sharp that he had the real deal. The thing is that Pure wasn't in that fight immediately, so no damage was coming through. Cloud was surviving for long. Warwick was surviving for long, and then the Static Storm comes out. Also, there was no blink on the Tusk, so no way to get into the Static Storm and get those guys into a snowball. You can see that he was trying to find a way to get in there with a BKB, but he just couldn't. Beautifully played team fight by HYDRA, even though BetBoom found the right initiation. But the thing is, they didn't communicate it well, and with Pure not being there, you don't have the damage, and now HYDRA are looking to end it.
Yeah, no, they're just going to go tier 4s. They know Pure's buybacks down, and they've got a full 5-man lineup here. BetBoom can't fight into this. They're going to try and defend now as well. The Hex comes out, the counter spell is going to turn it right back around to the Nightfall. The Dragon Tail comes through, but the BKBs are going to be there now as well. Nightfall, can he get himself away from this one? GPK, they're going to be able to get themselves onto the Anti-Mage, and don't forget, AM did buy back there as well for the last one. They get a lockdown onto the Death Bomb. The Death Bomb inside the lockdown. They've got the connected field, they've got the Static Storm, they've got the kill. They've got the game. Game number 1 goes the way of HYDRA. They bide the time. They bought space for the Anti-Mage. They take a great fight to defend their base. They follow up with a great fight just in the river, and all of a sudden BetBoom had no momentum to come back. HYDRA, they take game number 1. So it's a bit of a surprise to me as well. I thought it would have been Nightfall on the Primal Beast and GPK playing the Death Prophet again.
I've seen Primal Beasts do well against the Pango. They pull the waves, they go into the jungle, they farm faster overall. And, you know, with a couple of good runes, you could be quite okay. And looking at the rotations towards the runes, HYDRA a little bit better than in the previous game, but still BetBoom have better heroes to contest the runes. So I think those are going to be very important, because both of the heroes...
We'll see how this one's going to fall here before we get into it, though. It's, you know, between the two of them, draft that you prefer?
I'm going to go with HYDRA this time around, just slightly.
Okay, but in game number 2, we're going to take a quick word from our sponsors over at EGB. Check it out.
Winning.
Prepare for battle.
I love winning.
Yeah, so talking about both drafts, you know, you're saying that you prefer HYDRA's just a little bit more coming into this game. I'm leaning towards it as well. You know, I think even with the Terrorblade being on the board, the Shadow Fiend, we see that you have these range carries coming through. I am expecting, like, you know, the Silver Edge coming out, the Satanic coming out, the damage should come through. You've got your Razors as well that do clear through those illusions quite quickly. So yeah, I think I'm going to back HYDRA for this one as well. And
there's one thing, Rob, though. The Train Protector and the Pango have been nerfed, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, we might be looking at this HYDRA lineup in the previous meta, right? Before the patch came out. Right? So now it just might not be that great for the Train Protector. He might not be able to defend the towers that well. The Pango might not be that great. So I'm not sure there, but I feel like their draft looks nice, and we can see the odds from EGB. They say so as well. They're definitely putting them a little bit higher than they were in the previous game.
Yeah, I think that's the closest between where we're looking at.
This is gonna be a classic lane. You know, you have one range, one melee hero each. Speaking of that, Pure gets super low on the bottom lane. Toronto Tokyo as well. HYDRA They're pressuring quite a lot, but yeah, coming back to
Pure
point.
He's gonna go down.
He's gone.
Leffington gets it. He was just... Pure was trying to come in. He was in that metamorphosis form, so he was trying to come in for the last hits onto the creeps, and the right clicks were coming through, and that final one, the impetus damage coming through from Leffington was enough to get the kill. And you've got to think, this is pure damage coming through onto Pure from Leffington.
You don't create space for Kami by not fighting. That is just not the key. You have to fight. You have to start getting the kills. Opening up the mid lane is also important, so that once you do feel like you can take down the Terrorblade, that you have the potential to do it. Once you do feel like you can contest the Roche, you have potential to do it. And speaking of which, BetBoom, they know with their mid lane tower being up that they can easily do this.
Yeah, and it's going to be uncontested. You know, Warwick might try and scout it out, but Toronto and Tokyo is going to be playing close now as well. So Warwick would have to be real careful about trying to clear that. So he's actually going to be caught out. Connected field left, the storm comes through, Nightfall will be close. And yeah, the onslaught comes through, the pulverize will be there. They have the damage to get the kill. And you even get the Aegis onto Pure while that happens. So it is a bit of a time. Oh, they might even be able to get him the kill to Lefton. Lefton going to get himself away from this one now. He's going to be locked down. No force staff just yet for the little Bambi. He will be slain.
Yeah, every single
here. Scouting this one out. How quickly can they do this? Because, I mean, BetBoom, they are on the other side of the map. It's going to be the Shard and the Aegis, and it looks like they're just going to go straight for it. HYDRA, they want to take this. The Rocket Flare will be here from the Clockwork to fly out, but how quickly they take away this Roshan. BetBoom aren't going to be able to respond, even with Tier 1, Tier 2 towers to TP to. This is going to be a Roche here for the side of HYDRA.
Big mistake from BetBoom. Not necessary to do that in a fight. You know, when you look at team fight, they should win.
Yeah.
Right? Especially with their items.
Get in range and will be able to connect him. Kami, he might lose it on the way back. But that Silver Edge will be here. The glimpse on two. Did they get the kill into the Edge? Edge will go down, and his courier might follow now as well. Trying to do a little bit of scouting, but Kami coming through the break onto the Disruptor now as well. So it's going to be a support for a support. And what they're going to be able to do, because his Aegis has gone down now as well, so the Exorcism will be used. Clouds, you want to try and get the run. It's going to be the Requiem pushing back now as well. The Rolling Thunder comes through. They might be able to get the kill, and they're going to go for the TPs away. Respecting the power and the damage that can be put up from BetBoom. They might lose Happy, they will lose Happy, but all three cores get themselves out alive and even take down the Disruptor. Force out an Exorcism as well for away from any of these objectives. So it might have been enough if the one, the Force Staff, the Silence came through. He had to move himself away from that one, so the Force Staff from his teammates to save his life, which did keep him,
fast move.
Yeah, oh, they're going to try and capitalize on it now as well. Can they get out before to BKB? But the roll will be there. The right is coming through from Kami. Will it be enough? No, but it will force out the BKB from Pure and Leffington. It's funny at this point. Leffington, he's going to try and survive with the nature of the tendons, but eventually he will go down here. But it does create so much time wasted from the side of BetBoom trying to fight into this pulverize though on top. You get the kill onto the tree once again. All three cores from the side of HYDRA. Albeit still alive. BetBoom BKBs will be used. The glimpse now as well. They don't get the drag back Cloud. He uses his own BKB.
The second that Pure did pop that Manta and the BKB, it was apparent that HYDRA need to run, but they just didn't find the right angle to get themselves out, and BetBoom finally find an opening to take down this Tier 3 tower, maybe even the Rax. So actually, without the Exorcism, they're not as powerful as they would like to be.
Yeah, they still have this metamorphosis to come through though, so the Tier 3 tower should drop.
The Roche, if they engage in a good way. If it's BetBoom that are just jumping in on you and chasing you, then those buybacks aren't going to help.
Well, Kami, he pops his BKB, so the sound's not going to be effective. Rolling Thunder coming through from Warwick now as well. And once Kami just walks himself into it, yeah, they have to back themselves away. And Nightfall, he wants to chase. They're going to be able to get a jump. They might even be able to get they will be able to get the kill onto Kami. Kami, if he wants to get himself back into this fight, he has that buyback available now as well. And they're going to be able to take down two safe. He might go down in return, but the pulverize comes out. And two cores are dead. Leffington, two supports are dead. And only Warwick left standing here now. And it looks like, is he going to be chased down? The glimpse comes out. They get the drive back now as well to Warwick. GPK gets himself in onto this, and Warwick, he might go down. Not going to be able to get himself away from this one. He's nearly going to be out of mana, and the damage is going to be stacking up. The pulverize will be there. They get a full 5-man wipe, and the Terrorblade moves straight into the Roche pit.
And while he's in the pit, the other ones, they don't really all have to do in the game. But currently, yeah, this game is looking very much over, and BetBoom are coming in for the jugular.
Yeah, no, they're going to be pushing themselves in. They want to take over the space here at BetBoom. With the, again, the Living Armor coming through, the fortification as well, so it is going to delay them a little bit with this Exorcism going. They'll jump onto the back lines. They're going to be able to get the kill onto the tree once again. And it is a godlike spree here for Pure. And yeah, with this Terrorblade just taking over, he's going to be chased away. He's taking some damage, but can they pop him twice? Did he just use his BKB as well? He did. This is going to be down. In fact, if they've got the potential here, Terrorblade can get himself away from this one. You've got the Enchantress on the impetus damage. He's got that summon that he might be able to throw on one of his teammates, but they've got the root now, so they've got the lockdown onto BPK. The Requiem comes through. They're going to be able to still get the kill. It's going to be the death of Pure. No, he goes down in the trees. GPK, can he get himself away? Again, there was no lockdown, there was no stun. Cloud, even with the Hawks, they do get the kill.
Lanes, this is what they were gunning for, but still, BetBoom, they posture aggressive in the mid lane. Yeah. They still have that tier 2. Their heroes are coming back alive, and HYDRA, they have to move back. So they did win a fight, but they didn't get anything much out of it apart from the tier 2 on top.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to be able to do here. The hookshot comes in from Save onto the back lines now as well. Starting to suddenly get the lockdown into Kami. This is going to be the Aghanim Scepter here from this water. So no BKB. Kami will go down. Has that buyback available. Has that outpost if he wants to TP to it. But it looks like they're just going to try and give up what they can here. Cloud, does he get chased down? The Hawk, he's trying to do what he can. Toronto, Tokyo, they won't be taken down here by the axes. And they will be able to take down 2 cores once again on the side of BetBoom. Might even be able to make it through. Now Warwick, he's got that TP with the Rolling Thunder. He's going to be able to get himself a decent distance away. And might even be able to split this wave here now as well. Taking down this creep wave. Yeah, gonna go for the TP. Gets himself out.
Stupid flag bear creep that has extra resistance. He just survives, so they're gonna have that one to
no, they're not.
But also they have the side lanes.
The Hawk takes it down with the dive.
Yep.
So, but yeah, no, they do have these side lanes. And HYDRA, if they want to try and defend this, they're going to be out of ultimates here. Aurora in 9 seconds, if he falls back. But the Overgrowth as well as the Rolling Thunder will be down. And it looks like BetBoom, they just want to go for the juggler here. They want to end this game, get themselves on top of Lefton once again. They get the kill onto the Enchantress. He's going to go down eventually to the Illusions. But the buybacks, it is still available for Lefton. And the 2 cores as well on the side of HYDRA. So they want to defend this base. They still have a range rack standing in the bottom lane. So they will be able to push this lane back out if they want to. But again, BetBoom, you're playing it methodically, taking objectives, not overextending, just forcing out a couple of buybacks, back themselves away, looking for the reset, and then they could get themselves back in and look to potentially take a fight that ends this game.
Yeah, well, this is it. HYDRA just didn't get enough from that present that was given to them. BetBoom, if they play this game slowly, even after a couple of mistakes, they should not be able to lose it. HYDRA would need way too much time to get some of the items that they're lacking, the refresher orbs and stuff like that.
Yeah, 31 to 13 here now as well. I mean, it was still an issue in the last game. The Roar comes out through the BKB here of the Primal Beast. You have enough damage to get through him now as well. The BKB from Kami, but there's going to be the hook shot in. It disrupts that now, and it looks like he's going to be able to get himself away here, Jello Fiend. Not locked down into the XP, but he will be dragged back into it. He's going to be dead, and that's his buyback down now as well. And yeah, you can see the BetBoom starting to take over. They got themselves 2. They're going to be able to get themselves 3 with Cloud. He goes down, and everybody at the minute still surviving here. I don't think the 2 heroes left on the side of HYDRA are going to be able to clean up yet. Even the Sun that comes out onto the Pangolin, he goes down, and it looks like BetBoom, they're going to be able to clean up in game number 2.
So we were all doom and gloom about BetBoom, but the thing is, what is this lineup really good at? It's mechanical every single time. In this game, we're in the Beastmaster blinked in and went for Devil. I love metal, so it's normal that he's gonna have that one. No, actually, that's a bass. It has 4 strings. I only now noticed that.
So, but before we get into it, guys, we are going to be taking a quick word from our sponsors over at EGB. So check it out, and then we'll be back with the 3rd and final right after this.
Prepare to make way! Who made you captain? It's pronounced Admiral.
Target practice.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We're going to be finding out here who is going to be breaking the 3-win barrier between these 2 teams, as HYDRA looking to start off. This ward comes out from Warwick every single time, and I wonder if BetBoom have taken note. I think they did get the D ward off in the 2nd game, but this time GPK not there in time to catch it out, but they might just have an inkling that this ward is here. But between the 2 teams, we shouldn't see any shenanigans coming into the runes just yet. Lefton, though, there is that sentry down. GPK not planting a ward, no ward to plant. So
he doesn't have it. Doesn't matter. He's just walking there, trying to maybe get a reaction. If you get some weird movements, then maybe from it you can kind of understand where the enemy ward is. But overall, nothing is going to be happening there.
Looking at, I mean, I was talking about the Doom in the draft. So looking at Nightfall again, it looks like it's going to be the mana boot. So potentially the Greaves to come out, Hand of Midas for the Doom as well. And it's one of those heroes that I think I talked about Otomo as we take a look at the odds. Again, Hydra, it is pretty close. There's going to be some damage coming through now. I like that with the Kami, just getting in anytime you can, getting the mana away from Nightfall. Nightfall going to be taking some tower shots, but in the middle lane, DPK, he's trying out the harass here. The telekinesis to come through here. Nightfall, he's going to go down. One more right click. He's going to try and save it. And Kami will pick it up. I suppose that's one way to deal with the Doom. If you can't farm, if he's dead, if you can't have an impact.
This is perfect for HYDRA because this means there's going to be an early ring for Kami. That's the worst hero you want to give the first blood to. So that's actually a very uncharacteristic mistake coming off
push out the lanes without having to actually show in the lanes with these illusions.
This time around, you're not playing against 2 intelligence scores, only 1.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be as strong. And I really like BetBoom. They're preparing for the bottom lane earlier this time around. Last time, they made the mistake of not going to the bottom lane early enough, and then they were forced to go there. And now there it is, the catch. Nightfall was ready.
Yep, the jump in, the Centaur Stomp, the Infernal Blade. Anti-Mage has to run himself away from this one, but it looks like he might tick down. And again, if he doesn't, I mean, the Blink would have been off cooldown. Anyway, the Impetus, a save. He secures that kill like all good support should do. As Toronto Tokyo gets a kill onto Warwick, I think he's going to get the kill onto Happy. Now the multiple kisses start to rain down. Toronto Tokyo will go down here, but it looks like they are going to be able to get the kill onto Happy. Dragon Tail, though, will be able to pop this Aegis. Don't forget, it is Aegis. No! They've got the take aim active now as well, so the headshot is pushing away Cloud, and Cloud's going to go down. Yeah, they can't even
got him.
Pure, he takes down to the Dragon.
Ooh, he got him. He knew that one last hit is gonna do it, and then Pure, he's turning around. He was trying to get the lifesteal on something, but there was just no units to do that. But still, perfect.
Again, at least while this is happening, it takes a lot of the aggression off of Kami. Sable rotates in and up with Nightfall. Did he get the kill here? There's no Doom available, so he's going to try and pop the Monster Stab with the silence. It comes out right after it now as well. The Lincolns will be delivered, though. The silence, is it? It's still going to be enough to get the kill on Kami. That's not the reveal of the Lincolns that he wanted.
That is the just muscle memory for the anti-mage when people jump you to go Manta Blink. This time it kills him, right? And that delayed projectile from the side.
They might be able to get the jump onto Pure. They do get the reveal now as well. Pure can get himself away from this one. Kami, he's a little fast. Sniper. Yeah, he's going to be taking some damage. Multiple kisses rain down, but Pure is coming. Be able to dodge him off in the back lines. Now pops his BKB. It looks like this might be the retreat coming out from HYDRA. Cloud, he might be the sacrificial lamb. No, they're going to jump it in a little bit further now as well. Do they get the kill off? The Lucas is going to be popped now as well, but the Doom still comes through to get that kill. There's the Warriors punch onto Cloud, and Cloud will go down. Happy goes down. Kami goes down. 3 heroes dead, and BetBoom. The bait coming through here from Pure, and it was a bait, like the Pied Piper just leading the right.
There's so many blink daggers and ways to catch you with heroes that don't necessarily have good catch in trouble. Kami, he's being hunted again.
Yep, Infernal Blade comes through. The Blade break the Lincoln Sphere, and now they're going to be able to go even further. And I like the Doom. He swaps. Stomp, he sees the Lincoln Sphere, so he swaps out the Centaur Stomp for the mana burn.
Yeah, and you go for the Aghanim Shard, right? So then your Infernal Blade is stunning for 3 seconds, long enough, even if he pops the counter spell, that you can doom him.
Yeah, and Kami, he's just been absolutely punished in this game. In fact, what is the anti-mage in terms of 2, 4, and 0 in terms of kills and deaths? And those 4 kills are going to have a massive impact. Speaking about having a massive impact, you get the lockdown onto Warwick now as well. The chase out for the 4-star for the Rubik. Changing targets onto Leffington, and Leffington, he's not going to be able to get himself out of this. 9 deaths already here in the 30 minutes for Leffington.
Yeah, it's
middle tower is under attack.
This game is a disaster for HYDRA. BetBoom, this is how they looked in the previous season, right? When they were unchallenged, when they had lineups that are easy to execute, they would just stomp on everybody. And I mean, HYDRA, they're just getting a little feeling of that.
Yeah, and well, Happy, they can't even leave the base here really, because the closing's coming through from BetBoom. Anytime they show on the map, they close in net and they get the kills. And yeah, this is the dominant performance we're used to seeing from BetBoom, and maybe this is where they maybe turn it around halfway through the season, coming towards the end.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, BetBoom only lost to Spirit and Hellraisers, and those look like the top 2 teams here. So everybody else, they still should win, even when they're dropping a game, even when they're not looking their best. Losing to that, it would be unexpected. Though they did look shaky in game number 1. Game number 2 also wasn't all that clean, but in game 3 they are they're looking really solid.
Yeah, they didn't even really give up the early lane aggression that, you know, HYDRA like to take, and find those very early kills here. Once again, it's just every time they leave the base here, Leffington's going to go down. He hits that 10 kill, that's going to be the 10 death mark, and yeah, every time they leave the base, BetBoom are just taking full advantage of this.
So 32 minutes in, 33k gold lead, more than 1k per minute. That's pretty much territory when you're not coming back for it. When BetBoom can do what they're doing right now, and that is just die without any consequences.
Yeah, when they're diving the tier 4s, you know, 30 minutes when the tier 3s are still standing, Cookie comes through, GPK with the BKB, and he's away. He is absolutely fine.
Yeah, they understand they don't have to hurry at all here, because I mean, you're starting to doubt yourself. This is a final smoke from HYDRA. If they lose the fight now, they will call GG.
Yeah, proper Butch and Sundance time here now as well. They get the jump in. They're going to be able to get the stun on Toronto Tokyo. Do they get to kill telekinesis into the Meteor Hammer? Snowball comes out though. The Meteor Hammer won't connect, and now Cloud, well, the Snowball stun's going to come through with the Warrior Punch. Toronto Tokyo is going to live for this, and Kami has to blink himself away. Cloud pops up BKB, but Kami can get himself out of this. Warwick once again trying to use that blinding light to push himself away, but it will cost him the Dragon Knight. It's going to cost him the Ruby. The buyback comes out now as well. Kami has to go for that blink out, and Leffington just completely avoids the fight, but they still get the catch. They still get the kill. BB, they get the GG.
I just hope that HYDRA are not feeling too under the weather right now.
Yeah.
Because especially